Is Erica Treves. I'm starting my third week of doing behind the wheel lessons. So that's like, there's 3 lessons. The first lesson is kind of basic, and then the second lesson you actually go to downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. And then the third lesson is kind of like lesson 1, but a parking lesson. So I graduated from Winona State University in September of 2000, or August of 2017. And then moved up here in Chanhassen. So I really like this area, and besides doing behind the wheel, I'm going to start doing classrooms. So that's a little bit about me. And I also have 2 cats, and their names are Tito and Nova. So I always love to talk about my cats. But okay, for the quiz, number 1. When there's an animal in the roadway, always swerve to avoid hitting it. What's the answer to that question? False, right. Rocking the vehicle is a maneuver to free your vehicle from snow, mud, or sand. If you notice smoke rising from beneath the hood of your vehicle, pull over and use water to extinguish the fire. Driver errors cause more emergencies than vehicle malfunctions. Is it legal to honk your horn to warn other drivers or pedestrians when you approach a curve or a narrow road? Yeah, when faced with an oncoming vehicle in your lane, immediately slow down and steer to the left. Carbon monoxide can render a person unconscious within a few minutes. When carrying a canoe on top of your vehicle, it cannot stick out more than how many feet from your front bumper?
3.
Never remove a radiator cap on a hot engine because the hot liquid inside can scald you. If your headlights suddenly go out, use your parking lights, hazard warning lights, or turn signals to B, get off the road. All of the following may help you maintain alertness while driving, except
B.
driving more slowly. Hydroplaning occurs when your tires
A.
lose contact with the road. Which of the following is false?
B.
B, you seldom encounter deer except at designated deer crossings. Seems like they all like pop up where there's not crossings. Which is not an early symptom of carbon monoxide poisoning? A, itchiness on exposed skin. In rainy conditions, how can you keep the inside of your vehicle windows from fogging up?
D.
Yeah, using the defroster or air conditioner. And I don't know if a lot of people think it's just cool air or just hot air, but you can actually use either in situations. Because I know for a while that I would use just hot air and I'd still wonder like why my windshield was fogging up. So actually you can use cold air too. If the windows ice up and traction conditions are especially hazardous, it might be best to B, and not drive at all. When your vehicle starts to skid, you should B, look up and steer in the direction you want to go. Just before dusk to just after dawn, turn on your, it's actually D, your low beam headlights. Did I hear A? Is that what I heard earlier? So your high beam headlights are like, that's what you would turn on if it's dark and there's not vehicles in front of you and you're trying to see like really far in front of you. Those are your high beam lights. When your tires hydroplane, you will be able to D, all the above. Carbon monoxide is all of the following except B, flammable. Black ice is a thin sheet of invisible ice on roads caused by D, all of the above. Which of the following is false? A, only cross a flooded roadway if you think it is shallow enough to cross. When you have a tire blowout, what should you do first? A, grip the steering wheel firmly and keep your foot off the brake. 24, carbon monoxide poisoning is D, none of the above. To stop on a roadway covered with ice or snow with ABS brakes, you should C, brake firmly and hold. If you become distracted and your right wheel suddenly drops onto the pavement, you should stay off, slow down until you have control. Okay, so going over the short answer here, how should you change your driving when driving in bad weather? Show of hands, how can you change your driving in bad weather? Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah, you can slow down. What else? Yeah.
Stay further away from cars.
Very good. What else? So you can turn off the radio and the music to minimize your distraction, which kind of sucks because we all love listening to music, right? But turn that down so you can be more aware of what's going on around you. Be alert for other vehicles. Watch for emergency vehicles. When the weather's bad, leave early, especially leave time for that. I know sometimes even when the weather's really good, I don't leave early enough for traffic. So keeping in mind for traffic and bad weather conditions. You can turn on your headlights. Keep 2 hands on the wheel. I know that I have a really bad habit of driving with just like 1 hand on top of the wheel. And you guys remember when you're steering on a clock, where should your hands be? 9 and 3 and then 8 and 4. Yeah, so don't be doing that 10 and 2 or like your hand just up on the steering wheel. Kind of a hard habit to break, but yeah. And another thing you can do is increase your space cushion. Do you guys remember what that means? How many seconds between the vehicle in front of you should you be leaving on a good day? Yeah, about 3 seconds. And then the weather depending, you want to increase that space cushion. So, all right, we're going to bump into the PowerPoint here. So we have some essential questions to focus on. Why are motor vehicle laws important? What is the move over law? What should you do if an emergency vehicle is approaching? What area should you watch to avoid conflict on the road? And what should you do if you are stopped by law enforcement? So we've got a video here we can play for you guys.
As a new